it made me laugh, yes. There was definitely LOL moments. I can't believe I just said LOL. There was definitely moments where I stood up and I was like, what the fuck is going on? But I think I was mostly just like, really, this is all we're doing? I'm kind of bored.
It was the goon of the century for me. I mean, because literally, well, like what you're saying, I mean,
I feel like we could end the review with that sentence. I mean, it's perfect.
it was a total goon fest. I didn't
Well,
get...
and we're gonna get there.
Oh, in more ways than one. Am I right?
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh my gosh. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey!
Nice to meet you.
Oh my gosh, it's so nice to meet you. Okay.
Etiquette. Isn't that what we're here for today? Etiquette classes?
No, I'm the big ugly lug that doesn't have any etiquette.
I thought we were
No
here
training.
to discuss all the etiquette.
No training.
Nice to meet you, bud. Hey, bud.
Okay.
Anyways, hi.
Hello.
This
Hi.
is Damn Fine TV. You know that.
You clicked on the video.
I think. Unless it just started playing.
Or is it the curse of the autoplay? Happens to be all the time.
The curse of the autoplay. That is a story that should be written. I feel like that's like a Black Mirror episode, actually.
Ooh.
Like tech gone wrong.
You know what?
Yeah.
We should pitch this to James and let him...
Oh my gosh.
Let
He'll
him-
have 16 comic books written by end of day.
in no time.
No. This child has no limit to his imagination.
No limit.
So, should we go back to that question, though? Is it 3, 2, 1, go? Okay. Ready to hit record? 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh, whoops.
We went on 3?
I
know,
never
we should have
kno-
discussed that.
I never know.
We really should have discussed that. That's a good preamble, though. Do you go on 3 or do you go on go?
Or do you go on... Are you going to use this in the recording?
Maybe.
Oh. Or do you go...
On go. Ready, set, go.
Exactly.
Should you just be defaulting to ready, set, go? Is that just the easiest?
Should you stay HOTTOGO?
Yeah. Obviously.
Obvi.
Is there a dance that goes with that? The HOTTOGO?
Oh, yeah.
There is. Now what was that? Is it 3, 2, 1? Is it 1, 2, 3? Is it 1, 2, 3, go? Is it ready, set, go? When do you go? It's like a rock, paper, scissors thing. Are you going on shoot? Are you going on scissors? I would love to go on scissors.
I think we have our answer, actually.
Okay, so we go on scissors.
Yeah, all the time.
Done. Check. Okay.
Moving on.
That was a fun conversation the other day, actually, about this is where my brain goes. We talk about scissors, and then that reminds me about how being gay is not a choice, because if it was, I think a lot of straight women would choose scissors. They would choose to go on scissors.
Every time. Scissors should be beating rocks all day. And that's a quote for when I run for president.
Scissors should be beating rocks. I mean, okay, I do have to say, scissors beating rocks is somehow incredibly bisexual. I'm claiming it.
Well, and there it is. You heard it here first. Okay.
Okay, well, I mean, honestly, I've meant to say this in previous episodes, but shout out to Allison Kilkenny. I don't know if you've ever listened to, it used to be called Citizen Radio. It is now called Light Treason News, inspired by George Bluth, who committed light treason.
If even that.
It's alleged.
I think it's very alleged.
And very light.
And very not true.
I can't believe it's treason, is what I would call it.
Exclamation mark.
But host of those podcasts introduced me to the concept of the douchebag buffer, which I think we used to do more of at Damn Fine TV. We used to have a whole like upfront section of like, how's your week been? What are you doing? One time we talked about socks for like 15 minutes.
That was before the stand.
Potentially.
This could be a 30-minute
Yes.
conversation on socks today.
I
Hate
think,
'em.
and I think, actually, you know what? It's time for a sock update.
Sock update. Boom.
Because I think we used to agree on socks, and I think we might no longer agree on socks.
I don't know if in post,
Actually, I need to blur that.
but
you
if
have to go to
you
my
need to be
OnlyFans.
charging for that first of
Yeah,
all. But in post, you need to do some fancy editing about when you said
I hate socks.
we used to talk. Remember that time we talked about socks?
Yeah.
I did a full like. You mean the ones on your feet right now?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I know. Because we both, well, you still hate socks.
Still is confirmed for me.
I don't know what happened. I think it's because Gen Z made long socks cool again.
Yeah.
They were already cool in the 80s. Let's face it, this is an 80s trend. They came back. I think I hated socks before when I was trapped in the ankle sock bubble. I think when I was forced to live inside of ankle sock doom and gloom, the tightness that is an ankle sock, it's terrible. And for anybody out there that's still living in their ankle sock era, I'm here for you and you're not alone. Once I was freed to live my best life for design, like socks with designs on them, socks that go halfway up my leg, socks that say things like I'm a delicate fucking flower, or fuck all y'all, or glad to be gay. Shout out to Junkman's daughter, who has the best socks. But I think once I was freed to live in that sock world,
Your sock truth.
yes, I am living in my crew sock truth, and I couldn't be happier.
I'm real happy for you.
Thank you.
I really am.
Thank you. Real friends are the ones that are here for your growth.
Yeah, it's true. Because, I think we could wrap this back around to what we were saying as far as, like, sexuality is a choice. Or, you know what I mean? It's not a choice. Because if it was a choice, I know.
Yes. No.
No,
I
if
know
it
what you
was a
mean.
choice,
Yes.
like, I feel like now you're living in your, like, sock truth.
Yes, I am.
You know? It's like,
Yeah.
because
I
you
was
didn't find the right socks before, and now that you've found the right socks, you're living in your sock truth, and I think it's beautiful.
Thank you. I think it is, to be more serious, I think it is a genuine, I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but it is a queer second adolescence.
Uh-huh.
Because a lot of queer people don't get to, like, actually live their truth when they're in their adolescence. So all of a sudden, like, people who are older, like me, who come out, all of a sudden we're like, our hormones are crazy. We have crushes on everybody. We find our, like, new identity. We find our new style. So I feel like that's what I'm going through. And
Okay, so actually,
thankfully, I'm not breaking out.
Well, in my little way of trying to just make maybe a little jokey poo.
No, you were right on the money.
think, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I love this. Not for me. I mean, like, I love this for you.
Thank you. Yeah.
I did have a sock thing. I guess I should give a controversial yet brave update on the socks.
Uh-oh, CYB.
That should be like a break-in.
Welcome back to Damn Fine TV. I'm getting word that yes, I'm hearing things correctly. We do have a CYB coming in from our very own Mel's. Mel's, over to you.
Oh, it's running. Okay, yes, that's right. Controversial yet brave update. I have 2 drawers full of socks, and I don't like them. But that's not the controversial yet brave part of it. I have, I think, a little disorder because I can't not buy the cool ironic socks like at Junkman's, right? But I received 1 pair of socks as a gift
Okay.
from Scooter.
Okay.
And I have to tell you, they made me laugh. They made me smile.
And what did they say?
Well, they had like a picture of, or like a little drawing, right? And nondescript person, in my opinion. But the socks had the word or the name Charlotte Bronteau.
Oh,
Instead of Bronte.
That's really cute.
And you know what? I was like, now these socks are a plus.
Wow, that's a great gift, actually. Like, specifically for you, that is a great gift. Scooter.
Now, and you know
I give
what?
it a 5.
See, Now, and I love them so much that I haven't taken them out of their packaging because I respect.
You got to
the
frame them at this
socks.
point.
I think so, actually.
Respect the craft, respect the socks.
Yeah. Respect the toes.
Ugh.
The Charlotte
yeah.
Braun toes.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
So clever. Were they from Junkman's?
No,
Actually, that doesn't seem like
they
it.
were from
yeah.
London
Oh.
when he went the 2 months before I went with him. Yeah, but no, he got him when he was in London in April.
Aw.
And that was my gift.
Well, there
It's
is another gift
Oh,
that we
yeah.
will be debuting on a future episode of.
No, yes, we can tease it, but don't let it slip. What it is. Zip,
I will not let it slip.
zippy long stockings, if you will.
Zip.
Zip it good.
So, speaking of adolescence, you already know because you clicked on the video, but we're here to talk about The Ugly Stepsister. I guess it's sort of weird because this week we're actually not covering a horror. We're covering whatever the fuck this was.
We're covering a question mark.
A comedy? A surreal fantasy period piece?
Yeah, all of the above, I guess.
A satirical nightmare? It's not even a night. Well, it's kind of a nightmare for one of them.
Mm-hmm.
What is this?
Well, it's unfortunately. I mean, it's unfortunate as in, like, you know, it's still, like, the main theme of the movie is, like, obviously misogynistic bullshit that still is present today. It was going on hundreds of years ago as well. So it's like, is it a horror in that sense? Yes.
Right.
But was it a horror to me personally? No.
No. So this thought has been playing in my head of like, is there something wrong with me that, and it's not even that, it's like, why can I not enjoy this film for the same reason that I enjoy many other films that deal with this same kind of subject matter, that are talking about like terrible double standards when it comes to beauty standards, the misogyny that is consistently and has been forever like just lobbed at women and make women feel like shit, and like why can't I enjoy it on the same level? Like what is happening for me that I can't, because I see it. I see everything that the movie is doing. What's wrong with me?
I'm going to throw the question out of the courts off the floor. Okay? Because, like, well, and as you're
Out of the
asking,
courts and off the floor.
out of the floors. Well, because as you're asking me that, I mean, the first thing I wanted to say was, I mean, is it because it was, like, the period piece of it? Because I know we went into this, as we do, blind. And listen, look and listen.
Look.
As soon as we got the full view of it being period piece,
Oh yeah.
I was like, uh-oh. I didn't even have to look over, though, in Jay's direction, because I already knew, like, what was on your face, which is fine. I mean, like, so I don't know, like, is that what took for you specifically out? But, like, even though that's my jam, margarine, butter, spread, preserve, jelly, etc.,
Yum.
I too was like,
Right. So it couldn't even capture you for that part of it. Yeah. Look, this movie definitely went in at a disadvantage, or I went in, nope, it came to me with a disadvantage, I suppose, because it is set back in the day, or is it? Because braces? I don't know. That's why I call it surreal in a way, because, like, I don't really know if we're, like, mixing stuff.
nurse knockers.
Yeah, nurse knockers. So it definitely, like, I try to keep that in mind where, like, it's going to be difficult for me to fully get down with it because it is set in that time period. And yet, as these themes were, like, coming into the forefront, and I was like, okay, we're doing a kind of, like, I don't know, is it fair to say like a feminist retelling of Cinderella in a way? It's not even like, I think the message is like, hey, we need to not do this to women anymore. We need to not do this to bodies in general anymore. We need to not like police bodies in this way. Like this, and maybe that is the horror, but I was like, okay, I think I can like get past this and get into these themes, especially if there's going to be something cathartic that's coming where like this girl has been under so much pressure and so much discrimination and like hate and bullying. Like surely something is going to happen to her that makes me feel like, okay, awesome. But even still, all throughout, I was just like, what are we doing? I don't know. I think like it made me laugh. Yes, there was definitely LOL moments. I can't believe I just said LOL. There was definitely moments where I stood up and I was like, what the fuck is going on? But I think I was mostly just like, really, this is all we're doing? I'm kind of bored.
It was the goon of the century for me. I mean, because literally, well, like what you're saying, I mean,
I feel like we could end the review with that sentence. I mean, it's perfect.
it was a total goon fest. I didn't
well,
get,
and we're gonna get there.
oh, in more ways than one. Am I right?
Yeah.
But like, because again, I too wanted that release.
Yeah.
And
Is
it
that-
was
is that
never
part of the
afforded
point
to
of it?
me.
Is that part of the point of it, that like there is actually no release because we keep losing? And I do keep referring to myself as a woman, even though I don't identify as a woman, but I was raised feminine. I'm still femme presenting. I still am under the same sort of shitty beauty standards, but it's like, yeah, you've come a long way, baby, but have we?
No, we haven't. And also, well, I think that might be it. Meaning, what a goon fest in a way of like, but this is pretty much still everyday life, right? And I wanted, and maybe for you as well, like that cathartic payoff. Like, what big thing is going to happen that is going to release some of that rage that comes along with what we're dealing with,
Yes.
right? But then
Yes.
when it doesn't happen, I'm like, well, but so to me, it's like I could, go to the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, if my tapeworm's not hungry, it's not going to get groceries that day. But no, but I'm just saying, like, and run into any situation where it's like,
where you are
this
being perceived
world.
by the male gaze,
Yeah.
and not the male gaze, honey, but the male gaze, and
Z.
feel that shitty,
Right.
uncomfortable, the world is against me feeling. You can
Yeah,
feel that
exactly.
anywhere. Yeah.
Because I feel like I go into a film like this and crave that release, because we still aren't so far in society, unfortunately, where, life isn't a big goon fest in that sense, too,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Am I gooning too much over this?
No. You saying crave that release really makes me want to pivot to another topic in the film, but I'm still not done with this part. And now have I forgotten my train of thought because I thought about that too much? Hang on a second.
You're going to need
what
to
did
get
you say?
eye bleach, brain bleach.
Okay. Cause the cathartic release that we want. People online are really going hard comparing this to The Substance and saying like Substance who, and like if you forget The Substance, watch this film instead, blah blah blah, all this shit about how it's so much better than The Substance. It's scarier. It's got Betty Botter horror. Better body horror.
That's the lead
Betty
star.
Botter?
That's the
Betty Botter.
Yeah, is Betty Botter.
Oh my god, that'll be the next fucking AI generated actress, Betty Botter. Anyways, people saying like that it's just superior to The Substance, which I really do not understand. Again, putting aside my sort of bias towards, I'm going to be much more on board for anything that's in modern day. I just struggle with the aesthetic. I struggle with the language from back then, and it is a block for me. But anyways, The Substance, I'm thinking now, like, there wasn't this big, like, fuck yeah moment for Elvira, but we didn't get that for what is her name? I forget the name in the movie, but
Well,
in
Elizabeth
the substance.
Sparkles.
Is it really? I thought I was going to say that, but then I was like, no, it's Robin Sparkles from How I Met Your Mother. I'm mixing those up.
Pretty sure it's Elizabeth Sparkle.
I think you might be right. Anyways, the monster that she becomes at the end, I think was such a brilliant portrayal of like, this is, and they did a similar thing in The Ugly Stepsister where she really becomes so disfigured and monster-like. And I think it is a really good symbolism representation of, we want you to do all of these things to your body to be so perfect and look a certain way, but really it is just disfiguring you. Like really it is just creating you into something that is not real. And so I love the big ugly thing that Elizabeth Sparkles becomes, but we still get that moment where she's spraying blood, like the buckets of blood everywhere. Everybody. And for me, that was enough to say, like, look, she still doesn't end up well.
No.
Her life is not okay. Her life is absolutely over, and she went down in the worst possible way, right?
Yeah.
But we still just get that moment of, like, this is what she wanted, right? Here you go.
Here it is.
Yeah. And here it is. So there's still something there for me, I think, in that moment, even without the main character somehow coming out okay.
Or on top or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. But I feel like our friend, Demi Sparkles, because I'm now wondering, like, is Elizabeth the young or the OG?
Well, she's both.
Yeah, but when she came back,
took a different
had
name,
a different
didn't she?
name because she couldn't be Elizabeth.
Even though she is technically, they're the same person.
Oh, Sue.
But
Sue is the...
Sue, yes.
I forget that. Okay, but I feel like Elizabeth Sparkle did have maybe some type of happy ending because she did get on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Well.
So, honestly, I feel like there is an argument.
It's debatable.
She was under this moon, and she turned into a star.
Oh, that's really sweet.
In two ways.
That's so sweet.
Well, it was sweet, and then
she started to be goop.
Well, the street sweeper just
came and vacuumed her up.
But such is life.
Yeah. That really is the circle of life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you and I were talking about, this is such a wild aside, but like we were talking about how we've seen, like dead bodies that have like maggots on them and stuff, and we're not like totally turned off. It's like, it's kind of just like how it goes. That's the circle of life. And really, to become a disfigured monster and sort of melt in the sun on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and be cleaned up by a street sweeper is really just, I think that's how they do it in LA.
It's life,
yeah,
baby.
That's life, baby. That's West Coast living, baby. So you want to be a star, huh?
Yeah.
See?
Step right up. Or sweep right up.
Sweep right up, sister.
Yeah, out of here. So love that.
A needle pulling thread.
Do a female dear. Okay. So, but any hoosey boozies. That's Elizabeth Sparkle in a nutshell.
But I think, honestly, I just don't understand. Okay, no. I understand the comparison to The Substance. I don't understand putting this movie above The Substance.
No.
I thought there was a lot more substance to The Substance, but that's my opinion. That is my opinion.
This is probably, I'm feeling like perchance unpopular opinions based on, I'm saying like us not really vibing with this film.
What's that? Yes, I'm getting word that, yes, that's right. We have another controversial yet brave take from Mel's Bells. Mel's, over to you.
Is this thing on? So, meaning like, because this is getting, rave. It is the talk of the town right now, which is wonderful, great. And perchance someone prefers this, the body horror in this film over like The Substance, etc., etc. For me, I'm liking The Substance. This, it's like, was it I mean, like, was it the worst thing I've ever seen? No. Okay, I've seen lots of things. But I don't, I'm wanting to say I don't get it. And that's, I get what we're doing in the movie.
Yeah, I don't
but
think it's that we don't get it. I think it's that we don't get, like, several times we were like, did we watch the same movie?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we were just confused why the reviews were so rave.
Yeah.
Why they were so top shelf. Like, why they
Yeah.
why is this movie S tier? I don't get it. That's what I don't get. I understand what the film is trying to say, and I also understand that maybe it's not even trying to be the smartest, the most smartest, or like the most like symbolic or like deep kind of thing, you know? It's just trying to have a little bit of fun. But it just wasn't, it just didn't, I don't.
They didn't do it for me.
You're doing it wrong.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah, this was Nadine from the Stand TV show for me. Love Nadine in the book. Did not like her, the character in the TV series. This is what, in theory, this should have been everything to me, and it was a big
because
old
of the
nothing.
time period, because
All
even at
of
the
it.
beginning you were like, okay, I'm kind of into this, like, this is really campy. And I was like, yes, I can see that we're trying to do camp. It is a little bit surrealist. Like, I do think that there is definitely a through line for people that like David Lynch stuff, will probably like some elements of this movie too. But I just, and on paper, a retelling of Cinderella from the perspective of the stepsister, why not? Yeah, sure. And like, let's get grim fairy tale with it. Let's do the dark side of this. Like, absolutely. I feel like it has all of the I don't even think it's body horror, and I don't want to be the person that's gatekeeping, like, oh, this isn't horror, but like, I didn't feel scared. I didn't feel uncomfortable. I did, like, the closest I got was the eyelash scene. And even that, I was just like, I can handle this. It's just like a little, it's just, and you don't even like eye stuff.
That's, yeah. Because I'm going to tell you, I'm thinking that was the real light bulb for me, is I got through the eyelash scene and the full eyeball trauma and didn't have to look away.
I was just going to say, did you look away once?
No. And I'm like, that's
you
that's
popped
the
them
test
peepers.
Huh. As a matter of fact, they got bigger.
Yeah.
You know, but I think that yeah, like, body horror, and I want to feel uncomfortable by it. And I know not everybody wants to, and which is fair and totally fine. For me, I needed it more. It didn't do enough for me.
I know. And I
those
think
campy, funny moments, too few.
Yes.
I went
way too few.
long before I chuckled a little bit again.
Yes. 100%. I wish it was... I don't think it took itself too seriously, but I wish it took itself even less seriously and just, like, fully leaned into that camp. I think some people will say that it did, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But maybe it was hitting those marks for them in the way that it just wasn't for us.
Yeah.
So, but like 20, 30 minutes in, I was like, we can keep watching. I just think we're going to have a much different opinion on this. And I was shocked by the time we got a little bit further in, and I was like, no, I think we're both going to hate this. I think, and honestly, I think we paused it at like, what, an hour 13. And I was like, how has it been? Like, it should be over.
Well, how has it been? Because it felt like we were on hour 7. I'm sorry.
It was so long. Like,
and then still 38 more minutes. And I said, oh no.
But we kept thinking there's got to be something. Because so many people have said this is such a great film. It's the best of the year. We know people RIL that have said they loved this film. And we still love you. You are wrong,
Always.
but we still love you. And so we were like, there's got to be something.
Clock is wrong everything but all 2 times a day. I'm just kidding. Joke sticker.
So we were like, there's got to be something, right? There has to be something that redeems this. There's got to be like a big moment. There's got to be something.
Maybe that's the point. Because, like, I think you go your whole life, okay, and maybe if you fall into, well, it's not even falling into it. And, you know, I don't think it is always specific to gender, because I feel like male
fair.
or male
Yes.
presenting
Yeah.
people can also, they also have standard, like they're held to certain standards
100%.
and things like that,
Yes.
right? And so, I mean, I'm not being funny, but like, do we recall the dad bod like whole
yes.
thing? You know what I
Right.
mean? Where it's
Yeah.
like, and so I say all that to say it. There are instances, right? So, but like, is that I can say for myself, I mean, up until probably only recently did I was fully in like I am scared to age. I'm scared to like lose my looks or whatever the case may be, or you know, this doesn't fit this way anymore, or things are changing, etc., etc., and this is bad. It was that mentality. Was this the point of the film? Meaning, like, we know it was gooning. We never got a payoff because, I mean, in real life, maybe you don't get one.
I feel like this is the only reading of the film that makes it make sense for me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine. I still don't love the story.
Yeah.
I'm still not that fussed, and I still don't see why everybody's saying it's like. I certainly don't understand how it could be the best horror film of the year. That's just not ringing true for me. But I think that's a great take on it. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's maybe the only thing that makes sense. And I totally agree. I think that it's all genders are held to specific beauty standards that make no sense. Again, we are so obsessed with policing each other's bodies in ways that it's just like, fuck off.
Weird.
Like, it is so weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's just a weird thing that some humans have decided we need to do.
Or is their business, or their,
Yes, that other people's bodies are their business. But what I will say is that cis straight white men do not have the same levels of oppression that all the other ones do. All the other peoples and labels and identities do.
Oh,
so they're a little bit free from that, but still, yes, that was not to erase anything that they might go through as well.
No, because...
But also, I feel like dad bod was hot.
Well,
and
yeah,
like,
see, I'm into it. So, like, that's...
I know, I like a dad bod.
You know, I mean, some socks fit some people more than others.
Hey, this is the truth.
Don't say I can't keep socks relevant.
Don't say it.
Don't
you dare say it.
Don't say it.
Well, speaking of dad bods and socks and uses for socks, I don't know. I've had so many good transitions. Like,
there's not a good transition.
We were talking about the substance, and I was like, well, talking about the substance. Hey, speaking of the substance. So,
I mean, I love this transition, but
the only part that has really, really, truly stayed on my mind, because we went on the Reddits after we watched, and people were saying, this film's going to stay with me for days, and we were like, but why? What part of it? And the only part that so far has really stuck in my head is the shiny, glittery, dare I say iridescent cum.
How come?
How come?
Honestly, let me walk everything I just said back. This was a fucking horror film.
Because of that.
Yeah.
Like, so let me be clear. There is glittery semen. Glittery jizz.
Okay, I've been thinking about this.
What is it? It was glue with glitter in it? Yeah. It was glitter glue? What did they use? It was shampoo? Did you say it was shampoo? It was like a shampoo or a conditioner that had some glitter injected into it.
It was pearlescent.
Why?
It was iridescent. Yeah.
And I mean, listen, I'm here for the full dick that we got right before that, because we got a lot of titties in this movie too. I mean,
but
okay, a bisexual's dream, let me just say. That's fine. We got all the body parts and I loved it. We also got taint, I guess.
No, I didn't love that.
Well, I'm touch and go with a taint.
Well, who isn't?
Cut that.
Leave that.
Okay. Well, so, but now, and butts. Oh, we did see a good butt, too. I just said butts. Yeah. Let me tell you something, this another kind of aside, but Elvira, great body. fantastic
But
body.
isn't that usually all? Isn't that the case?
Like an absolutely
but that's
gorgeous
what I mean.
body.
Like drop dead gorgeous. I mean, and but was not by everyone else's eye, I guess, right? I mean, like
No, she was unfuckable.
it made me sad.
That was, yeah. I will say there were parts where I did feel very sad for Elvira just because I've been there.
Yeah.
And I know so many people that have been there. And I know this is a very real thing. And it was very easy to feel sad. But overall, I didn't give a shit about any character in this movie or how they turned out or what happened. Okay.
Wait, except Alma.
Is that the sister? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the sister that we barely got any of.
Well, right.
That constantly had her hair in those cute braids.
And maybe that's why we like her so much because, we just didn't, it's a tragedy, but we didn't get a lot of time with her.
No. She honestly seemed like she was living, like she's the second child, so there was less pressure on her, I feel, and she just got to live her life. Like she got to be kind of masculine, handling all the horses, and she just got to... Yeah, she got to eat all the meat that she wanted. Mm-hmm. She was living life. Okay, so back to the meat of the movie. And hence to forth what came from the meat.
Again.
Why did we do this? Look, I'm not... It was weird.
It ain't got nothing to do with the fact that it's a bodily fluid. It's just, they're the choices that... Okay, actually, I thought of
zero
this.
problem with... Yeah, but I just don't get it.
Well, I just thought of this. It's like, what is... No, because this was not the prince's ejection.
Right.
Because I was like, maybe that's like, is that the dream? Is that the prize? Is that why it's glittery? Is that why it's shiny? But this was the stable Isaac or...
Right, like
whatever
his crown, the jewels on his crown somehow infiltrated his body. And yeah, I see what you're saying.
Well, and this, instead of Elizabeth Sparkles, this was Sparkle Nuts. Maybe.
I like it. Okay, so remember this morning I was like, Mel's, I got a theory about this movie.
Oh,
It's the only thing making me like this movie.
I can't wait.
So all I can think about is the iridescent spludge, right? And I'm like, why? Why is it sparkly? What are we doing here? Why have we put glitter into this cum? And so I was like, well, okay. You know what else had an interesting iridescence to it that didn't really seem to fit? That has always made me be like,
I do.
Why did we do this?
The tapeworm?
What did this... No, hang on. It's from... I think that this movie, I think The Ugly Stepsister exists in the Twilight Cinematic Universe. And I think that the stable boy is one of the original vampires.
All right, hang it up. We're done. Hang it up.
I don't actually want to drop it because it's expensive.
We figured it out.
Think on that. Everybody think on that, okay? Why do we have sparkly, iridescent, glittery vampires? Why do we have sparkly, iridescent, glittery cum?
How do you make sparkly, iridescent vampires? Don't tell me they can't reproduce.
Because that's the seed.
Renesmee.
So, this is... And it doesn't make me... Well, I said I like the movie more, but only because it makes me laugh that they would be in the same cinematic universe. But,
Spider Monkey gets a whole new meaning now.
So this could be, the Cullens' ancestors in some sort of weird way.
The Cummins. They moved to North America, they learned English, and they tried to change it one letter in the last name.
I am such a teenage boy. The Cummins. That is my humor.
I think it works.
Oh, it works.
Yeah, now listen, I don't got no issue with butts, buttholes, taints. Slight issue with the taint.
A taint got no issue.
But okay, I thought you were going to say the tapeworm because I was like, I don't know. Is it all not an infection like bodily, but I'm saying you're getting obsessed with the baby batter.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Baby batter. God, I've never heard it called that before. It's kind of incredible.
That's how you get waffles.
That's how you get mini Eggos.
That's how you get Egans.
Oh.
I love that, actually. I didn't mind it, but did it not, was it supposed to be campy, the dong reveal, the baby bat? Because, like, I had to, I mean, because I said out loud to you, like, it's we're in the horse's stable. He's hung like a horse. Making hay. That's not, that doesn't
Rolling
work.
in the hay.
Rolling in the hay.
Yes.
Is it glue? Unfortunately, they say horses go to the glue factory. They make the glue.
Oh, like their hooves or whatever? Gelatin? Yeah.
I don't know. But I did rewind the dong reveal for science quite a few times.
Yeah. Well, we got our lab coats on. We got out our bubbly beakers, and we
didn't need the magnifying glass. We did not need the microscope.
We did not. It did not have to come out that day.
Not at all.
I'm gonna say it. I didn't think it was a bad looking.
I want to
know what to call it.
I need to know if it was real.
I got 5.
Or was it a prosthetic?
I think it was real. It looked real to me. Am I crazy?
No.
Was it so quick that I was like, "That's a real dick"?
Well, you say it was quick, but to me, it lasted quite a while.
For you, it was like slowed down.
Again, it's the goonin.
Yeah. No, for real. I mean, that's why that fits so well for me. God damn it fits so well.
This is all lining up. The stars are aligning for this.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I did not appreciate the taint, though. I'm sorry. That's a boundary for me. I don't like a taint.
That's fair. We should have had a taint warning. Yeah. It should have come with
it's a taint flag.
Taint flag.
Oh, we got a taint flag.
I don't want to see a taint flag.
Well, you saw one in this film. So it's too late for that. Just so you know.
Oh, okay. I feel we've spent, and he was spent.
I don't think we spent enough time on a taint myself. Because like I said, that was the horror of this film.
I don't know how to continue if we continue to talk about...
you're right. We should move on from the taint. We should...
the ejaculate.
Totes move on from it. But, yeah, I don't know. Because, like, the tapeworm, the eggs...
Oh, my God. Okay. So, that... When that part was set up, when the teacher, whoever, the mentor, the guide, whoever, gave her that little locket and we find out that there's a tapeworm egg inside of it, I was like... That actually really intrigued me. Because number one, I was like really into the scene between the teacher and Elvira. Because I was like, okay, actually, so she is going to have like somebody influencing her in a good way. Like, this is nice. Because she's like, it's what's inside. But then it's like, oh, bitch, it's what's inside because there's going to be a tapeworm in you.
Oh.
Which is funny. It's...
Day.
Yeah.
For how many full moons?
She had that tapeworm for a long time because she started losing her hair.
Right.
But anyways, I did find that intriguing, and I was like, oh, that's going to go somewhere fun. Like, that is maybe going to be part of the payoff. Like, that tapeworm is going to explode out of her, and it's going to be like the buckets of blood and substance. Like, it's going to attack people.
And why not do it at the ball?
Sure. Yes, at the ball with all of those people. I really thought we were going to have some sort of big showdown. But anyways, even when we do get the tapeworm, I think the most disgusting part of all of that is her vomiting the eggs. The actual tapeworm coming out, to me, I was like, well, this is exactly what was to be expected. There's nothing here that is subverting any of my expectations. There's nothing here that I feel is
now, have you ever seen a tapeworm that size? I'm just kidding.
I mean, is it like that in humans? I've only ever seen one come out of a dog.
Yeah, I don't know, because actually I haven't had any RIL experience with a tapeworm. I don't know. I mean, I found that to be, I don't think, do they get that big? Now, I have technical questions.
I mean, and maybe that's part of the camp and the humor of it, and the surrealism is that it was big in a way that is not... What are we, Dr. Ock over here?
Yes. What's this thing about the dong again?
I mean,
all roads lead back to the dong.
Of course.
So,
yeah, I mean, But also, even as they were pulling it out, both you and I went to the same place.
I don't know.
That, like,
What's left?
as it was being pulled out from removed from her, thank you. We were like, well, now you can't be pulling and tugging like that because
That's what I was about to say. I mean, I was like, oh, great. The intestines are going to come out of the mouth. See, this is what I'm talking about.
like
I don't
pulling
know.
a string out of a cat. You can't do that.
This has got me questioning, like, am I so depraved that I was like, big whoop, that feels so mean to say.
Well, I know, and I can't remember if we actually did say this earlier, if we glossed over it, but I know earlier today you were also saying, like, am I so desensitized to body horror and to stuff like this that it's just not coming across?
Which probably is a meta theme of it too, where it's like, actually, are you so desensitized? Because, like, you can find whatever you want on the internet now, or you can...
This is another very, very interesting take, because it's not like what was happening to her, and I'm thinking specifically the nose job and then the eyelash extensions.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly that is fucked up. Like, that's not okay what they did to this girl. It's very disturbing. So maybe it is almost to say, like, oh, we didn't even really feel anything to it because we're not that shocked by it.
Maybe I learned something about myself today. Thank you, ugly stepsister.
Well, you can think it if you want, but I'm not going to.
I was trying.
I mean, thank
really
you for the glittery splurge, but that's it. That's the only thing.
Yeah. Okay, I do have a couple of points. Point one. It's really not about what's on the inside or the outside, because here's the thing.
Okay.
Elvira Still, Elvira. We didn't even mention this, which it doesn't matter. But, like, we were wondering last night, though, was some of it lost in translation because it is in another language, and we did have to turn the subtitles on. Perhaps.
It's possible, yeah. So when we looked it up, it's like it says it's mostly Norwegian, but with a little bit of Swedish
and Polish,
which I'm obviously too ignorant to understand. I'm too ignorant to languages and how those work to understand how we could be mixing all of those things together. But I mean, it's quite possible, and I'm just unaware of it. But
I mean, this is not a joke. It might be like Spanglish.
Sure, okay.
Where, because, like,
it's like people who just know all of those languages can easily mix together, I guess.
Geographic location, and I'm not good at geography.
Listen, we don't geo, we don't math, and it's fine. We're moving on.
We don't do anything school-wise. Okay, but point one was really actually this. Elvira, the ugliness, though, she was so obsessed, and it wasn't by her fault. I'm trying to make sure I formed the words correctly, because it's like, even when in the moments where I felt a lot of sympathy and empathy, she would turn around and do something kind of, really fucked up, right? Like, and I'm like, so that's probably a big theme too, right? Like, eventually or at some point, then, like, you lose your own, like, innocence, inner kindness. There's nothing that can shine through. And with Agnes / Cinderella, because we got like 2 times where she was referred to as Cinderella.
Yeah, and I almost, looking back now, I'm like, I feel like they didn't trust us to get that it was Cinderella. Like, why did they have to refer to her ever as Cinderella?
That
like,
really
we knew
bothers
who she was.
me still.
We knew. We got it.
Yeah. So, anywho, I mean, like, she was beautiful outside, but was still, like, a really shitty person, though. I mean, she left her dad, like, we thought at the beginning she was so worried about burying her dad, and what are we going to do right by my dad, and blah, 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 blah. I mean, she just left him, like, laid out.
Yeah, and I feel like part of that was she had to survive, and like people had to go to certain lengths to survive. Like she had to get out of that house, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But even still, I am okay. The more we talk about it, the more I'm seeing certain themes and certain concepts that might have been the idea behind, like, or might have been like the point or the message or whatever behind all of these things. But yeah, maybe there is also something here of like not everybody that has these standards forced upon them, not everybody that, well, because this is true, not everybody that lives under patriarchy and under misogyny is a good person that is just struggling from having no good role models or no access, because we have, I mean, let's face it, a lot of like wealthy straight white women that are just like vapid and cruel and self-centered. And you know, I'm thinking about the book the book that we both love, Rouge.
Oh, yeah.
And the women that go to this Rouge. And a lot of the people that go to places like Rouge, like this like beauty spa, because it is really all that matters to them. And perhaps somewhere along the way there was somebody or many people, many somebodies that pointed them in the very wrong direction and did not support them and give them the resources and foundation that they needed to say like, hey, it actually is inside what counts, or like it doesn't matter what people think about any part of you really, as long as you love you. But yeah, there are people that are just shitty no matter what.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Regardless of circumstances.
Yeah.
And we don't always have to feel sympathy, I guess, for our main characters.
No.
And yet, no matter how many of these themes and ideas that and takes that we're offering each other, I still don't like it.
No.
Like,
it's not redeeming anything. I'm trying to make, I think actually what I'm trying to do is make myself feel better that I justify the amount of time I spent watching it.
Well, this is fair. Yeah.
Actually, this brings me to point two.
Because, just the quick thing there is that, like, yes, no, we don't always have to find anything redeeming about our main characters. We don't always have to, they don't have to be good people, but I still want to feel invested. And I did not feel an investment in a single person in this film.
No.
I just didn't care about the outcome of anybody or of the story.
No.
So,
no.
it kind of is a failure for me in that way.
Yeah. You know, maybe it's probably unfair to even say this, but it's like the TV show The Sopranos.
Okay.
One of my favorite TV shows ever. Not one good person.
Right.
But I love everybody on it.
Right.
And I still love so it's like, no, I definitely don't need to have anything redeeming about the characters, but like I need something to keep me to like, you know?
In fact, I love a shitty person. And I love loving a shitty person and still caring about what happens.
Give me all the shitty people. That's human life.
Yes.
That's, hello, Wuthering Heights. It's
Hello,
not a
Wuthering
love
Heights.
story. It's not but that's why it is my favorite book, because every single person in that novel is horrible. And yet I love them. Because they're humans.
I feel like The Leftovers. Everybody is kind of bad. Everybody's done bad things.
So all the things we like and find good, bad people.
I mean, a lot of them.
But great, great stories.
Yeah.
Intriguing.
Okay. Point 2.
Oh, yeah. I have 2 moments maybe off the top of my head where I was like, love this. This is hilarious. First one was getting the braces off. Okay. I loved it. And that was where they got me in the first half, where I was like, I'm going to really like this, actually. I'm going to really like this, okay?
But did they have braces back then? Or what even is back then, I guess?
No,
I don't know.
I was willing to suspend belief for that.
Okay.
Now,
And that's fair, and that's your right.
My favorite thing in this whole, there's 3. Second,
She said 2 points.
well, I know. I lied, 3. The first one is a pre-point.
Sure.
Because it really didn't go where I wanted it
Well,
to go, to be honest.
and-
As I was saying it out loud.
We did another pre-thing. The man did a pre. I think it was pre. Anyway.
No, I think he
Please.
pulled it out.
Okay, yeah. Hmm. But I think he wasn't ready, and it happened. I don't think he had completed.
Oh, no. No, he did.
Well, he did complete.
Huh.
But I just think it was...
I think that was evident in the glittery...
I think it was just prior to when he would have preferred.
Yeah. I mean...
Because I think he got startled. I think it was a...
There's a lot of commentary, I think, with that.
Okay. Point 3. Point the third.
I think I'm on 2.
Right, because we had the pre-point, point 1, point 2.
Sorry. So, point 2/1. The silkworms. The worms. Making the dress. That was the only thing I liked, to be honest.
Truly? Yes.
That was the only thing I liked.
Yes. If I'm being very completely honest, yes, the strange ejaculation has been on my mind. But the silkworms making the dress,
You're going to have to get...
I think is the funniest thing.
That was my... RAL.
You called it.
I yelled, those worms are going to make that fucking dress.
She called it. Like so immediately, so quickly, and because the whole time I was thinking they were maggots, because she was near her father's dead body, right, and like all the weird, gross food we had seen, and I was like, no, those are maggots for sure, and you nailed it. You were like, these are silkworms, and they're about to make that dress.
And they did a fabulous job.
Honestly,
Okay, fashion runway 10.
Mm-hmm.
10, 10,
10s
10.
across the board.
Unlike Elvira's catastrophe. I'm not
Oh
even
my
going to mention
God,
that. That was the
yeah.
lowest point of the film.
I really almost not even as a joke, because I have items that are close to that green and close to that yellow, and so I almost wore them together like I probably would for an outfit, but it wouldn't have been the exact same. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
And it just would not have been like that, though. I've not seen you own anything or put anything
no.
together.
I mean, I'm not dressing like it's 19, 18, whatever.
Well, I am.
I don't know how old it is.
That's
You're not, though. You are, but you're not.
No, in my mind, though.
Oh, I see. Sure.
Do you know how many times I have had a full-fledged fantasy that I am sitting on my modern-day couch?
In a big dress like that?
Well, in the air conditioning. All the modern conveniences of today, 2025.
Yeah.
But yes, I am in a full Victorian, like, I'm talking about all 10 layers of full Victorian regalia, head to fucking toe.
Yeah, okay. Like, as much as I'm not into it, though, yours would have class. Yours would probably be all black.
Oh,
so it's
for
not
sure.
going to have this, like, disgusting color palette to it.
It's not going to have them flowers all over. Like,
it won't
no.
have the flowers. It probably won't have the same kind of, like, frill to it.
Materials,
Like, I'm
nothing.
not... Yeah,
No.
It's...
No, but I
keep
need
it
to
classy.
I need to make this fantasy a reality, though, because I think it would be hilarious to do that and then turn the TV on.
Right.
And just to be
yes.
like, this is
Yeah.
love and life in 2025.
Pick up your iPhone, take a picture.
Selfie.
Yeah.
So,
Take the food out of the microwave. All the things.
1,000,000%.
Get some ice from the fridge, you know.
The refrigerator door.
Play a game on your smart refrigerator.
Love you, D's. Love you, D's. So, silkworms, obsessed.
Yes.
Obsessed.
That was very funny. Like, credit where it's due, that was hilarious.
I didn't rewind that like I rewound the dong reveal, but you know, that didn't need any scientific. That didn't require any hypothesis or anything like that. So, and the third thing, which I did rewind, because now you and Scooter and your little like phones while you're watching television. I didn't even have to turn and look. I just knew you were on your phone, which is fair. which is fair.
Look,
But when
I gave
you
it
do
like
that,
25 minutes and I was like,
Right.
I was texting and I was recounting certain moments of the movie to somebody because I was like, they need to know.
did they?
There was one part that they specifically needed to know. I bet everybody can guess what part I was texting about.
Did they need to know that though?
They'll let me know later.
Okay. Oh, that's fair. Okay. Maybe a follow up. But when you are on your device, modern 2025 device, you do miss things like the mom fully missing this foot to chop it off.
Yes.
I guffawed.
Yes. Now I do want to.
I guffawed
I do
out
want to defend
loud and
myself
I
for
said,
one moment.
You didn't see that.
I know,
I'm
and you
gonna
knew that I
rewind
didn't,
it.
and you knew that I didn't. I don't usually go on my phone during movies. I
No,
actually
I know.
hate it.
This
I
was
just
a total
like,
joke.
And
Yeah.
also, I was like, I really need to get off my phone because I need to be reading these subtitles. But then we got so far in where I was like, I actually don't.
No.
I get what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could put it on
Anyways.
mute. You could have put it on. Yeah. No,
Yes,
that was.
I did unfortunately miss a great moment that Mel's kindly rewound for me, already knowing that I had missed it.
No,
but
it's fine because you did get it to experience it for the first time, though.
But like, why? Just to like amp up the tension or something?
I think it's just to. I mean, what a fucking mess the mom is.
Oh, truly.
Because she was like, I gotta take. You mean to tell me I gotta take a time out, a TO from Prince Shrimps to cut your fucking foot off? All right. And then, like, fully miss.
Honestly, she was sort of gleeful to do. Because she was
yeah.
like, look at the effort that my daughter is putting in. Like, I think this was the first moment she was proud.
I don't know.
like, "Bitch,
because,
let me help you."
well, for a minute, but then she was like, you cut off the wrong one.
Wrong one, dummy.
I mean, I did. I guffawed, and it was wonderful. And I didn't mind to rewind it. I'm giving you
Sure.
shit, but I didn't mind to rewind it just to see it again because I was like, this is fucking hilarious to me.
Instead of be kind, rewind, it's didn't mind to rewind.
I didn't mind to rewind. Oh, man. Those were the 3
Yeah.
funny moments.
I think those are the standout,
No,
like,
for
oh.
the wheelbarrow.
Why?
I don't know, but I loved. I don't need to ask why
well,
on that.
okay,
I was like, this is fine.
But you could tell, I feel like the laughter that those two characters had, I think it was the actresses being like, what the fuck
had
are
to
we
be
doing in
delirium
this
at that
scene?
point, right?
What are we doing
Yeah,
in this scene
that's what I
right
mean,
now?
like,
Why
just-
am I wheelbarrowing you out the door? Especially, like, I mean, I guess it would have been easier than walking on her newly chopped feet, but I would think that, and maybe they're elevating them so that the blood will stop. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't
But
know.
even touching them, I feel like would be so uncomfortable.
Oh, wait, no, she got all that,
The binding.
morphine or whatever the
Well,
mom
yeah,
gave her, the
yeah.
cough syrup stuff. So I'm sure.
She had something. So that's why she's laughing.
Yeah.
Let's face it. She's out of her fucking
That's
gourd.
why she was like, push me like a wheelbarrow.
Let's do wheelbarrow, Alma.
I got a funny idea.
Alma, I've got a good one. All of the goofy moments I think were great.
There
like I
weren't
did
there
enjoy
weren't
the
enough,
goofy moments.
though.
Yeah, there
weren't
wasn't enough. I agree. I don't think there was enough. And especially just the whole thing at the ball and like her stomach gurgling and you're like, oh yeah, like the tapeworm is about like this is about to go to. And I guess again, is this the point of it that we just like, was that the subversion of the expectation
Well, yeah.
for there to not be
I guess,
anything big
yeah.
happening at the ball? I guess is what I'm getting at, but I don't know. I guess sometimes I want my expectations verted.
Fully verted.
I want a full vert.
We're going full vert.
You never go full vert.
Where we're going, we don't need verts.
What's the verdict? Full vert.
Okay, let's see. This is everything but to talk about this movie.
I think we did it. I mean, I think we've done it. Like, what else are we going to say?
We
have
did
to,
it.
and that's it.
You know what? Because last night I said, how am I even going to get like 3 minutes worth of
I know. Yeah.
anything out about it?
No.
I found a way.
Yeah. We always do.
Love finds a way. I would like, before we get into the, I would like to say, controversial yet brave of me,
getting word that our third CYB moment is coming to us from Mel's.
Yes, there will be no delay on this one. Nosferatu did it better. Okay, Nosferatu did the period better. I'm sorry. And Nosferatu did the dong. I'm sorry. It did the dong better.
I barely saw the dong in Nosferatu. I'm going to say that.
I own it on digital, and we can pause.
This is like when, oh my God, because it's Bill Skarsgård, right?
Is it Bill Skarsgård?
So this is giving when we see, well, what we think is Eric Northman. Well, we know it's Eric Northman's penis, but we don't know if it's Alexander Skarsgård's penis. But there's a very quick clip of it in True Blood.
Wait, when he's on the mountaintop?
Correct.
There was no dong to be seen.
There was, because I
Nah.
used to know the minute and second of the episode.
Well, I guess rewatch.
We have a lot of science to do.
I was just...
I mean, it's you need we're going to need the magnifying glass for that one.
Oh, man. I was just impressed by the size of his book.
You know what they say. Big book,
Big dong.
big text.
Okay.
Small text sometimes, actually. Big book, small text. Hello, the stand.
Sometimes uncut. Are we ready for the scooter scale?
Yes.
Okay.
Now we will rate this film on a scale we like to call the Scooter Scare Scale.
Spooky.
Except it's a fucking 0 for
It's a
me.
0.
I mean, he is your husband, so you might know better.
Oh, no, this would be a 0.
It's a 0.
Yeah.
I think he would have been bored to tears.
Oh, yeah. Well, he didn't even make it when he came out to check how much longer we had.
Yeah.
And I was like, we've got 16 minutes. Do you care to...
And he said no to that time investment.
At the time, we thought we were still gooning, and we thought the
As
big
you would
payoff...
say, we were fixing to get a payoff.
And it didn't happen.
No.
But he said, no.
He said, I'm not going to put in that time investment. He said, better you than me. And then, I mean, I don't think I would give it, I don't know that I would give it trash flags, but I'm also not giving it gold stars.
No. You know what? It's a across the boards on zeros. And the zeros for, like, trash flags and stars, I'm not using it in a negative way. It's just like...
It's so just like, it really is just sort of nothing for me.
Yeah, it's a big nothing.
Like, it is not going to, it's just not going to, it's just going to be a movie that I watched and I was like, yeah. If you did like this film, please let us know why in the comments. I did mean to check our Instagram stories before we recorded and I totally forgot. Because I'm just so curious. Because
and that's a legit question.
No,
for real.
It really is. Not being sarcastic at all, not hating on people that liked it, because everybody has different horror preferences, so that's totally fine. But, like, just genuinely confused as to why so many people would say it's so high up there on the list, it's the best horror film of the year, and for Mel's and I to just be like, what?
Yeah.
Like, just so lost on it. So I definitely just want to know what people loved so much about it. What was the draw for them? Maybe it's all of the conclusions that we came to already and it just still is something that just doesn't work for us. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for being here. We will see you next time or see you at another time or something.
Or just later.
Yeah. See you later.
Goodbye.
Look, we're still recording this, and the sound will be absolute shit. But the fact that they named her, that they gave her the last name Stepsister, that was good. And also, kudos to whatever language it was in for end being slow.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we named 5 things we liked about it. I
Correct.
feel better.
Yeah.
I feel okay. I feel
We
okay.
said it made us laugh.
Oh, yeah. LOLs. Lols.